This is the Flex Network. Flex on everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Flex Network. I'm your host, Shane. Shane. You can follow me on Twitter at the Flex Network 1. I'm joined, of course, by Brandon Adam. Follow him on Twitter at Brandon D. Adam 19. Mike Dickinson at Mike_Dickinson. And then the cockamamie charlatan himself. You guys know him as Flex Matt. Matthew Beck. What the hell's going on, brother? Welcome back to the show.
Oh, yes, everybody. Flex Matt has graced the podcast with his presence once again, back for another one of those block rockin' beats.
Here you go.
I used to have a show with Seslowski, my number one guy, Seslowski, RotoWire. Shane just had his Flex Network RotoWire Sirius XM debut, and I would just like to say, Shane, you killed it. You really legitimized us there for a while. But I had an idea. Just thinking as we're getting our website created and just kind of having people see, I'm a big fan of long format. Now, some people are not. Seslowski was never a long format guy. Seslowski even said, hey, I like to listen to my podcast on like 3/4 speed just so I can get through it. The guy's a machine, this guy, okay? Ain't nobody listened to a podcast like that before. I'm
1.5, man. I cannot do my podcast less than 1.5.
That's wild.
Yeah,
nobody's got time, man.
Shane
too much content to
told
consume.
us he was the same exact way, so outed himself. But I just figured I'm a big fan of the long format, so I thought it'd be really cool as we're starting to get our website up and running is that we are going to obviously have rankings from each one of you guys as we're getting it more into the mix. And by the way, you can catch back Shane on the RotoWire Sirius XM podcast. I believe you were on Sunday, and it was a really great time. But Shane blew the mic off its stand. He was spitting hot fire with the rookie. So we're going to eventually get to, rookie content all through the website, ranking, stuff like that. But I just figured, what's something that as a fan of the content, as a fan of you guys, as a fan of everything we've created here, what's something I like to listen to? And what I like to listen to specifically is I like to hear the process of potentially why maybe you got to here, or let's say it's Dynasty rankings. Now I moved this guy 5 spots up. Well, I'd like to start 6 months ago and kind of figure out how we got to here. And so I came up with an idea. It's called the Dynasty Price Check segment. Now we might run this once a month. Maybe we run it twice a month. But basically, I'm just going to spit 2 names down and the ages. Now we can definitely just go with that. We can also in the next future cast maybe break down more particular as to why you might like or enjoy somebody. But these are dynasty rankings. And then Shane is going to go ahead and put them into a spreadsheet. Now, after every person of who would you rather, you have to then rank those 2 players in a tier. Okay, and what you guys don't know or what you're not able to see, or maybe Shane got it up to where we can all see this because I requested access. He didn't give it to me yet. But the idea is maybe you guys blew out a tier and you don't even know it. So like, let's say you're thinking maybe, Tyreek Hill, for instance. Maybe he's a tier 1 dynasty asset, but you've already filled up all your tier 1 spots. Now, unfortunately, you got to put Tyreek Hill in your tier 2. And then next cast will then build from there. And over time, just settle on our dynasty rankings per position. We got a lot to get through here tonight. And is everybody ready to roar here?
Hold on a sec.
Katy Perry.
Can I ask one would you rather first? This question is specifically for Mike Dickinson. Okay.
Oh, here we
Mike.
go. Oh no.
Okay. Would you rather Flex Matt shirts or Brandon D. Adam 19 on Twitter shirt? It's close.
I think I gotta go, Brandon. I gotta go.
Thank you.
What
Matt
is
has
even
a floral
on that
pattern.
You don't even understand. It's spin
a hockey
chiclets, homie.
shirt. It's a hockey
It's
shirt.
what?
It's a hockey shirt.
Is it hockey? It is.
Hockey,
No,
where
nobody
real
likes
men
hockey.
actually play.
Gosh,
Yeah.
nobody likes hockey.
Matt looks like he just got
you're
off
out
a
of your
shift
mind,
as a hostess
son.
at a sushi restaurant.
Thank you. See, I'm all about the finer things, Mike D. This is what I try to bring to the podcast. I left the podcast. Now we let hockey enthusiasts up in here, and it has since then grown a little off the wheels. I'm here to try to bring us back. You know what I mean?
You bring people back on track. Okay.
Can I say? Yeah, for one, that's crazy. The other thing is, I think this is the first time in history we're all wearing a collar on our shirts for a show. That's pretty wild.
Very
But
nice.
Matt, hit us off. Hold on a sec.
Hey, it's the flex. It's the flex on nightcap. It's the flex nightcap.
Yeah, dude.
Flex Network.
It's a little
After
different.
baby.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we ready to do this, boys?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's go.
All right, Shane. I see it in the chat, but I don't have access to it. That's the thing. I see it.
Okay. it's
Shane
fine. You're
is a
good. You're
mega mind of data stat sheet. I have requested access, still not getting it. But question I propose to you, and again, remember, we are filling out tiers here, and I'm going to go all over the board because I want to see. Some of these are easy, right? I mean, let's just go this one, just as an easy one, a soft pitch. In Dynasty, your rankings, who would you rather own? Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp. I mean, it's probably an easy one.
In Dynasty?
In Dynasty.
Oh,
Jamar Chase.
I'm still going Jamar Chase. Yeah, absolutely.
Jamar Chase, that's an easy one, right? Would
Yeah,
you recommend or would you say that they are both Dynasty tier 1 ownership level?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, slot them in, Shane. Slot them in. And just put them number 1 or number 2 right now. We're not ranking them individually like that yet. We're just going to get them on the board. Okay, 2 on the board. That was an easy one. Okay, that was an easy one. Here comes a harder one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Deontay Johnson.
Deontay
Johnson.
Without a doubt.
Okay. It's maybe not a harder question, but and let me preface this. Where I got the initial rankings that I mixed up, it was a writer at PFF, and I had thought that they were very high on a couple people, and I just wanted to kind of see where the market was. So Deontay Johnson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Deontay Johnson, 25 years old. St. Brown, 22 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we should preface Cooper Kupp, 28. Jamar Chase, 21. Okay.
Sure.
But are they both tier 1 dynasty ownerships?
Absolutely.
I think
Brandon, hold on. Brandon Adams says yes. So Shane, pop in those 2 under Brandon Adam for tier 1, and all 4 of those. Okay, so here's the thing, Brandon. You might be booking yourself into a corner here. Okay, Mike D, what do you think?
Johnson, yes. St. Brown, no.
Tier 2 St. Brown, tier 3?
Tier 2.
Tier 2 for Amon-Ra St. Brown for Mike, and Deontay tier 1. Shane?
I'm going to have to go with Michael on this one. I would say, Deontay is tier 1. I would have Deontay like at the end of a tier 1, but he's up there for
he's 12 overall for me.
Yeah, and Amon-Ra, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt here because he was so impressive as a rookie, but the jury's still out if he's a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. The bad part is I forgot my pen. So now I'm like, okay, just remind me if I double these up. Okay. Here's the next one.
He's supposed to be bringing us back on rails. What the hell?
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I forgot the pen. Okay. Here we go. T. Higgins, 22. Keenan Allen, 29. Who would you rather?
T. Higgins. This is a Brent. Yeah.
Home run.
T. Higgins home run. Okay. T. Higgins, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3?
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Tier 1, Brand Adam.
Yeah.
Tier 1 for everybody. T. Higgins, tier 1. Okay, put him up there. Keenan Allen, 29 years old.
Tier 2.
He's bottom of tier 2 for me because he's so old.
Okay, it doesn't matter where it goes into tier 2, so fill it up. Now, Shane, same thing. Keenan Allen, tier 2?
Yeah, no, it's got to be tier 2. I mean, simply because, like, this year counts.
Yep.
Right
Absolutely.
now, like where
Exactly.
he's going. Yeah, no, 100%. Yep. Okay, so we got tier 1 out of T. Higgins for all of you. Okay, great. Next one up. DK Metcalf, 24 years old. Stephon Diggs, 28. Who would you rather have?
Above. DK over Diggs.
Okay, DK. Everybody agree?
I would say DK. They're both tier 1, actually.
Yeah, they're
they're
both tier 1. Yeah, they're both in
great.
there.
But we all agree a DK over Stephon Diggs.
Absolutely.
Okay, but both of them tier 1 dynasty assets.
Absolutely.
Okay, Shane, you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Devontae Adams, 29. Mike Evans, 28. Who would you rather have on your dynasty ranking?
Adams,
29.
Unless Kyler becomes a buck.
Stop.
Okay, we all agree Adams, right?
Yeah.
Mike Evans or Adams, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Adams is tier 1. Evans is tier 2.
Evans,
Absolutely.
tier 2. Adams, tier 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody good on that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, CD Lamb, 22. Jalen Waddle, 23. Who would you rather have?
Ooh, that's close. Dang,
Man,
that's
it's
close.
CD Lamb. Come on, guys.
It's Lamb, but it's close.
I don't think it's that close.
It's close.
It's Lamb.
No, I think it's Waddle, and I don't think it's that close.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. But
That's
that's just
hot.
me. That's just me. That's a hot take. But okay, so do we all agree tier 1 dynasty assets?
I'm not
I
sure
have
about
Waddle
yet.
just outside.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
no, go ahead. I mean, speak it. So Waddle, we're thinking maybe tier 2.
Yeah. I have him at
Interesting.
13.
Interesting. Okay. Yep.
Yep,
Shane and Mike, everybody okay?
Totally agree
Yeah, I'm
with
good
that.
with that.
Okay, so CD Lamb would be tier 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Tyreek Hill, 27. Debo Samuel, 25.
Both tier 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
All
both
tier 1. Okay.
Mhm.
Who would you choose in dynasty?
Debo.
Debo.
Tyreek.
Okay.
I have him
Debo.
back to back. I literally have him back to back.
Okay, Shane, are you putting these names down in order? Like the first name on their list would be the one they picked?
Yeah. That's what generally
Okay,
we do.
good. We can try to do that. Okay, so here's actually a pretty, with the staff writer at PFF, I thought this one was actually a pretty big, weird one. So I thought not necessarily weird, I just thought where they ranked them. So Devontae Smith, 23, Elijah Moore, 21.
Elijah Moore.
Yes.
Elijah Moore?
for me, hands down.
Yep.
Okay, Mike?
Elijah Moore, probably not hands down. I think it's closer for me. But they're both tier 2 for me.
Tier 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
What everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. DJ Moore, 24 years old. Marquise Brown, 24 years old.
Ugh. DJ Moore.
Oh, DJ Moore, 100%. Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, like Hollywood.
Marquise Brown is like tier 3 to me.
Yeah,
Like,
tier
he's-
3.
Okay, Brandon Adam put Marquise Brown in tier 3. Okay. What do you think, Mike?
Give me DJ Moore in tier 1 and Hollywood Brown in tier 3.
That's
Hollywood
hot,
Brown
Mike.
in tier 3. Okay.
That's-
Interesting. Okay.
I like that.
Shane, what about you? Same or what? I mean,
I
that's
got
a little.
I got DJ Moore in tier 2. So
Me too.
for the record, you boys are running out. You guys have one more spot left in tier 1. So
No, we're not supposed to tell. I mean, we're not supposed to
Oh.
give.
We were looking at a
Dude.
shared sheet.
Well,
I don't even. I'm not even
I was
looking
like,
at it.
there's a sheet? What?
Yeah, no. Okay, next one. DeAndre Hopkins, 29. Calvin Ridley, 27.
I got Ridley more valuable than D-Hop for sure.
Okay, so Ridley goes first on Brandon Adams' side, and then D-Hop second. But tier 1, tier 2 for both. Tier.
It was Hopkins,
Brandon?
and who's the other guy?
I got tier 2 for both of those guys.
Tier 2 for both those guys. Calvin Ridley with Hopkins going first. Mike?
Okay.
Give me Ridley in tier 2. And give me D-Hop in tier 2 as well.
Okay. Shane?
I'm the same, man.
Ridley ahead of Hopkins?
Yeah, you have to, right? Just based on the age.
And the injury,
Well, I mean, he'll be fine. Look, if the Cardinals actually could win a game in the playoffs, D-Hop was going to play if they made it deep into the playoffs.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Saying. It knocks his stock down just a tad bit, but you agree they're both at least tier 2?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you put Amon-Ra for tier 1 for me. He's a tier 2 guy for me.
No, you said he was tier 1.
You said he was tier 1.
You
Yes,
cannot
did
roll
not.
back. No,
Well, we can change it.
he did.
No, I did not.
Yes,
he
he did.
No.
He did too. He said put them both in tier 1. It was a first
Yeah,
decision.
I'm gonna make an executive decision and move him into tier 2 for Brandon.
No.
He is tier 2. Look at my rankings.
All right, tier 2. Cheater.
No.
Okay. Terry McLaurin, 26 years old.
Ooh,
Rashad Bateman, 22.
that's a good one.
Oh man, so I'm definitely going Terry, and Terry for me, I don't care about last year was being a bit of a down year. He's a tier 1 player for me.
Ooh, okay.
Wow, that's
Which is
hot.
good. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's a hot take. See, this is why
Yeah.
we're doing this. So Shane put him in the tier 1 for you. Bateman, tier what?
For me, Bateman's a tier 2.
Okay, tier
I'm in
2.
on Bateman.
Okay, in on Bateman. Mike,
Yeah, give me both in tier 2.
both in tier 2. Who would you pick over who?
At this point, I'd probably take Terry over Bateman.
Okay. Brandon.
Same, tier 2 for both.
Terry, okay. Let me make sure I got through this entire sheet. I think I did. Okay, here we go. AJ Brown, 24 years old. Justin Jefferson, 22 years old.
Oh gosh.
Oof.
To me, they're both tier 1.
They are both tier 1s.
Okay, well, Shane unfortunately only has one tier 1 spot. So is Mike D.
Yep.
So
Both are.
you will now have to put Justin Jefferson in your tier. Well, no, Jefferson or Brown, pick.
Well, they're both tier 1.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, come
Remember,
on.
it's Dynasty. What was it called again? What was my thing here again?
Price check or something.
Dynasty price check. Okay, Justin Jefferson or AJ Brown.
I'm probably taking Justin Jefferson ahead of AJ.
Okay,
Brown.
put him
Of course,
in your
yes.
number 1.
Yeah.
Jefferson goes in the number 1. AJ Brown goes in the tier 2.
I think I'm going to have to go the same thing.
Double. Okay, but you, Mike. Okay, so yep, you're gonna have to throw Jefferson 1 and AJ Brown. Now, you guys only have one more player each for second tier. Okay, and Brandon Adam has all of his number 1. So we're all on to tier 2.
Yep.
Last player in tier 2. See, this is why this is an interesting debate here. Okay. Hunter Renfrow, 26 years old. Chris Godwin, 25 years old.
I mean, it's not close, right?
It's not.
Chris Godwin's a tier 2 player, and Hunter Renfro's a tier 3 player. It's that
Okay.
simple.
Boom.
Do you
Very
think
simple.
everybody agree on that one?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. I would have flipped that one.
Really?
Yeah. I think Hunter Renfrow might. I mean, he's
And dude, I'm telling you, there's a bigger market out there for Hunter Renfrow than people understand.
yeah, and that was Seslowski's take on the RotoWire podcast, or at least you guys had talked a lot about Hunter Renfrow post the podcast.
He's just an interesting player, right? Because there are so many converging like thoughts on him. Like it's
Yeah, he's a very hot button topic in fantasy right now.
I think you buy Hunter Renfrow this year because
I think you sell him.
it's possible he never is this cheap again for what you could
It's
buy.
possible
right
he
now.
never reaches these numbers again.
It's a great debate. It's a good debate.
Yeah.
We've
Go
been
ahead,
having
Mike.
this
I
debate.
know you wanted to say something.
No, we've been having this debate for the last 2 weeks, I think.
Seriously, it's been pretty.
Brandon's been working up his buy low, sell high guys, and we've for the same reason. I've wanted to buy him low. Brandon wants to sell him high for the exact same reason. I think the perception is that he's a jag. He's boring, so he's not on.
No, he's not
radar.
that. He's not that. Like his numbers are great. Like
No, I'm saying
I just think
I'm saying the perception. Like, where's he going to go? Where's he going to go in a redraft? He's going to be a wide receiver, late wide receiver 2, early wide receiver 3. But he was wide receiver 11 on the season last year. Like,
right.
There's a huge disconnect in the market.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I just feel like if you could get Hunter Renfrow at anything other than a top value trade, he's worth it. Like, or he ends up winning that trade for you in an immense way. you know, especially for what he can return. It's like everything I wanted Jarvis Landry to be in my dynasty league over the last 2 years.
That's a great comp for him.
You know what I mean? Where it's just like you would really hope to get Landry for a cheap price, expecting 100 catches a season. It's just, you know, it's been okay, but it's not been what you would think is peak Jarvis Landry. Okay, here we go.
So just real quick, Hunter Renfro's ADP in early best balls is 64.
Yeah, that's wild. That's too low for
And we're having him right now, just as far as the questions, we got him at about 26. So we're almost half of what best ball is as far as our rankings. So we would have to be against consensus there pretty much.
Well, no, he's not wide receiver 64. He's 64 overall.
Oh, he's picked
64. Yeah, 64.
Ooh, I wonder what that would be as far as his wide receiver rank.
He would be around 25 at that rank. At that 20.
Maybe, right? So we're right there then. We're right there. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Rondale Moore. I know a Brandon Adam truther right here. Rondale Moore, 21 years old. Michael Pittman Jr., 24 years old.
I'm going
to say Michael Pittman is a tier 3 player and Rondale Moore is a tier 4 player.
Mike?
I'll say Pittman's tier 3, Rondale's tier 5.
Ooh,
you're out of your mind.
You're out of your mind.
Sorry,
okay, so
man.
what do you say, Brandon?
I actually do have Pittman ahead of Rondale in rankings.
Both
as you should.
Yeah. So where do you have him as tier 4?
Both in tier 3.
Okay,
I have Rondale right there at 40. Like close to tier 3 here.
So that's a tier 4. That's tier 4. Then 37 is where tier 4 starts.
Okay.
I wasn't jaded. I put his real rank on.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, here's a good one.
Dicks.
Michael Thomas, 28 years old, basically 29 on March 30th. 29.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett, 29.
I got Tyler Lockett above him.
Yeah,
so.
I do too.
Yeah.
I have Lockett probably as a tier 3 player. I'd be happy with him as my wide receiver 3.
Yep.
Okay, what about Michael Thomas? Dynasty.
He's tier 4 for me because he's just
Mike, you concur tier 4, Michael Thomas?
Tier 4 Thomas, tier 3 Lockett.
Okay.
Right, we'll consensus on that.
Okay. Darnell Mooney, 24. Brennan Ayuk, 23.
Oh, 2 people I love.
Yeah.
That one's tough. I'm still ranking Brandon Ayuk ahead of Darnell Mooney, despite the fact that he had a slow game or a slow start to the season. He still finished with like 10 points per 10 points per game versus Darnell Mooney, who'd almost hit 13. So, oh man,
Now you got to remember, Brandon Ayuk was literally shit on by his own coaching staff.
Yeah,
probably because of his own general production and his work ethic and his attitude. But sure as heck, the guy turned it around. Remember, he's got a super high pedigree. High pedigree.
He's a freak athlete, man. I got Ayuk in tier 3 and Mooney in tier 4.
I might even go as far as saying Ayuk might be in my tier 2.
He's damn close.
I mean, we got it. What we're trying to do here is find how high against the.
I have him above Hollywood Brown.
I have Mooney as a tier 3 player. I've got both Ayuk and Mooney as tier 3s
Hollywood
for me.
Hollywood Brown is actually a really, really interesting subject because actually every year you think the guy stinks. Every year you think, wow, but he actually finishes with some pretty top tier production in comparison to how we feel about him. Like he actually is, performing each and every year, not considered the number 1 guy. Lamar, he's not a great QB, but he
just wait for Bateman. Watch what Bateman does.
Right? So if Bateman is one of these guys that doesn't pan out, again, you're gonna be really happy you went out and bought Hollywood Brown for wooden nickels this offseason.
For sure.
Because for his return is great. Okay, here's another good one.
Well, hold on. Where does Mike have
I got them both. I have both in 3.
Tier 3 as well. Okay, perfect.
Darnell Mooney also undersized.
Yep, I
Yeah.
got him at tier 4.
175. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
small dude.
He's so fast.
He is.
fast.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's shown he can produce, even with subpar QB and undersized body type. Chase Claypool, 23. Gabriel Davis, 22.
Both tier 3.
Who would you choose?
Claypool.
Okay, so this is a good study to maybe go back whenever you're gonna try to retool your own rankings after this. You kind of see how you felt about a guy, because you have Claypool over Davis, yet you are very high on Davis,
Yep.
and we don't know the QB in Pittsburgh at all, but we
I know.
definitely know the
I'm betting on
QB.
talent.
Okay, Claypool 23. Okay, Mike D.
I'm with Shane. Give me Claypool in 3 and Davis in 4.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Crazy.
That's fine.
I mean, it's just crazy to me.
Again, this is
wrong.
This
is
is
great.
early February. This is the first.
True.
This
This
is the
is
first
great.
iteration of it.
Right.
I love
Guys,
I'm a
guys,
big
guys,
fan of
guys.
this.
Gabriel Davis had a 4 touchdown week, so like the internet is all like on fire.
Oh,
The
God.
dude
Here we go.
had a
Wet blanket. Here we go.
He had a 10.8% target share, 3.9 targets per game for a total of 63 targets on the season.
He got
finished-
buried by veteran
finished
talent.
He finished it with 34 receiving yards per game for a total of 549 receiving yards and 35 touchdowns 35 receptions and 6 touchdowns. Yes, it might all
Watch what
improve.
happens.
If they double it, he'll still barely be a wide receiver 3. I
will.
like Gabriel Davis.
His opportunity is about to double because both Sanders and Beasley are probably not coming back.
How would Beasley not come back?
Because
Yeah, I
he's
know.
29, 30 years old.
What
And
are
he's
you
No,
doing?
tiny.
He's 32. I
He's
think.
Yeah, bro. Come on. Why would you pay that guy?
One more year.
Get the fuck out of here. I would rather draft a young guy.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on this here in a minute here, but Mike D, not a Gabriel Davis guy, huh?
I am a Gabe Davis guy, but I think
I like
given
him.
the current circumstance, he's got a. I love him. I have him everywhere, but I think given the current circumstance, it's imprudent to have him all the way up in tier 3 right now. Like I said, this is
I have
a
him
February.
at 37.
This
He's
is
only
a
22, right?
and this is a February thing. I think come
Yeah.
May, this could look
there you
entirely
go.
different.
There's room for him. Yeah.
Well, this
yeah.
this is why we're doing this. It's great because we're gonna modify it over time based on all these questions so that you guys can think through it on air. And like I said, this is a quick one. We might give the next time we do this, we might give just the top 3 tiers a look, and then that way we can dive in a little bit more on why you would like another one. All right. Well, here's another one. Here's a veteran and an unproven asset. Adam Thielen, 31 years old.
Mhm.
Josh Palmer, 23.
Ooh.
Really, Josh Palmer? Are we confident? he's a
People
thing?
are higher on him in ranks than I've been seeing him pretty high.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
People are just expecting that wide receiver 2 role, if not filled by Mike Williams, which he's a free agent,
He is.
and it's Herbert, and it's like, well, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? But the wide receiver 2 job for Herbert is a top 15 receiver in the league as far as yards. So, I mean, is it Josh Palmer's spot? I mean, and if it
I'm not there
is,
yet.
let's say if it is he a tier 2 guy? I mean, it's like
if it fits him, yeah, he's going to skyrocket.
But I don't even know.
I have him in tier 4 for sure.
It could be Jalen Guyton's spot.
Yeah, Jalen Guyton's a damn good player too.
Yeah, like it
So
could.
you said-
It could be that Mike Williams role gets divided up between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
They also may draft a tight end this year who ends up being an incredible asset. I mean, who knows?
Or just signs
when
Dalton Schultz.
Well, that's what I was saying is when I was looking through a lot of these, it's surprising how high Dalton Schultz is up there on the, just a jag tight end realistically on a no, I mean, he's not a bad option. I'm just saying that,
Isn't Schultz a UFA?
He is.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can go anywhere.
Interesting.
I don't think so, though. I think they would see him as an important asset to retain.
They're going to pay him because they're going to let Gallup walk.
Well, if they get him for cheap, you don't have to pay Schultz. I don't think he's not going to demand like.
I think if he absolutely other teams are going to end up paying for him. Yeah.
It happens
Yeah.
every year,
Gosh.
realistically. I mean,
Look
veteran-
what Johnny Smith got. Like, think
What do you
about
got,
how much
12,
money
15?
that was.
How much was that? How much did John? I can't remember. Him and Hunter got very similar contracts, but
Yeah, it was wild. I just remember they overpaid for Johnu and then picked up Hunter right after.
ooh,
I think they were
loved the
both
guy
in the
hitter.
12 million a year range, somewhere
Yeah,
around
about
there.
12,
Yeah.
right? Like 12 and a half, something like that.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
wild.
that's not bad for, but they've had proven production like for more than just
Oh
one
my
season.
God! Yep, 50 million, 4-year, $50 million contract for.
Holy
Johnny Smith.
shit.
That's not bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
great. I
He
mean,
gets 3 touches a game in for the Pats. That's all he gets. Like,
well, for
that's
Johnu, no, it was an overpay for Johnu because he got hurt. But if he was healthy,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, boys, where do you guys got Josh Palmer? I know. Well, okay, Brandon, you said Josh Palmer tier 4.
Tier
Where do you have
4.
Josh Palmer?
Put him in he's tier 5 for me.
okay,
He's
but is he
yeah,
over Thielen?
borderline.
Yeah,
And then
Thielen's tier
Thielen-
4.
I got
Okay,
the
so
same.
to Thielen over Palmer, tier 4, tier 5. Shane, you agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Brandon,
the
are you
same.
just gonna agree?
Both are tier 4. Yeah.
Okay. Where are we at on the tier, Shane? Oh, we still have like half a tier 3 to fill and a lot of tier 4. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Ready? Kadarius Toney, 22.
go.
Amari Cooper, 27.
Both are tier 3 for me.
Cooper's tier 3. Tony's tier 4.
Okay, so Cooper ahead. Do you agree, Brandon? Cooper ahead of Tony, but you're saying
Yes.
both tier 3. Okay, Shane.
Yes.
I have to have them out. You know what? I'm gonna put them both in tier 3 for me. I think.
Okay,
they're both,
Cooper
yeah.
though. Cooper ahead of Tony.
You know what? Yeah. Until Tony
Okay.
proves it for more than just one game. And sorry, Mike, what did you have?
I
He had him in tier 4.
Cooper in 3, Tony in 4.
Okay.
What did you have,
Allen
Brandon? Sorry?
Robinson.
What did you have? Sorry, Brandon. You had both in tier 3 as well.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Allen Robinson, 28 years old, free agent.
Mhm.
Jerry Jeudy, 22.
Judy's
That one's
tier
easy, right?
3.
Robinson's got to be tier 5 after last season for me, man.
Yeah, I don't think the discussion is Robinson ahead of Jeudy. It's how far down Robinson falls.
Right. That's the question. Like, did he actually just not give a shit last year and just didn't care? Or like, because he was talented before this whole last year. Like, I was stunned at his production.
Yeah, it was shocking.
It was.
Shane, you're
The
going to put him
question-
in tier 5.
I think we all have Allen Robinson tier 5, right?
Go ahead, Mike.
I want him in tier 4.
Tier 4 for me. Allen Robinson, tier 4.
Ooh, okay.
Judy in tier
All right.
3.
Judy in tier 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shane's got
You
Jeudy
guys-
in tier 3, Robinson in tier 5.
No, I got Judy in tier 4.
Woo. Okay, 4. Okay, no, that's not a hot take, really. I mean, I'm there with you. I'm not really there, but I'm there.
Well, I'm just looking at who I have. I'm just looking at who I have in there, and I'm pretty happy with those guys in my tier 3. Is like I've got like Chase Claypool, Amari Cooper, and I only have 3 spots left. So for me, Jerry Jeudy would probably be right at the top of my tier 4. Like I'm looking
Right.
at Gabriel Davis, Thielen, Thomas. I would have Judy above all of those guys.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we
when
don't have an incredible length to go here. So I mean,
I'm gambling, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So I'm there with you. Juju Smith-Schuster, 25.
There you go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, 28.
Cook's tier 4.
Okay, this is good radio.
And then
so,
I'm thinking.
yeah,
I'm thinking. Okay.
I got. You know what? I got them both in tier 4.
Okay, but
I
who
think
would
so
you take
too.
then? Who would you take then?
I'm taking Brandon Cooks ahead of Juju though.
Woo! I'm going the opposite.
Okay,
All
Mike.
right.
That's a tough call.
It sure is.
It really is. I think. I mean, yeah. Put
You
them
know,
both in.
and you like Juju.
I love
you know,
Juju.
Yeah.
I like Brandon Cooks too. I like both these players. I think they're both good players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put
I
them
like
both in
Juju
tier.
in tier 3, by the way.
Both in what? Sorry?
Okay. I was thinking about it. I really was, but I only got 1 spot left, and I have 1 guy that I want to put in there.
If
Yeah, what was
if
that?
Juju is Herbert's number 2 or even his future number 1, you probably feel a lot better. About
Oh my goodness! If he went
Yeah,
to
oh,
the Chargers,
he's
he would
sick.
skyrocket.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
the issue
Yeah.
is
absolutely.
him and Allen can't both play in the slot though. So
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
but
That's
no,
true.
but Juju only moved to the slot because of the immense talents
Right,
that
of
were
AB.
outside.
Yeah.
It wasn't just AB. No, it was more Deontay and Claypool
Deontay.
just fit better on the outside, and
Uh-huh.
Juju was already having kind of an Anquan Bolden-esque vibe around there. So he's not coming back for a reason. He wasn't moved to the slot because he couldn't play outside.
Exactly.
It was just that Deontay Johnson was such a stellar athlete. He didn't give it to the Steelers for going ahead with him over their young stud who has proven he could be number 1 wide receiver overall.
Yeah.
So it's a tough call.
Give me Juju in tier 3.
Ooh, I like it, Mike.
Sold him on it. Sold him
up.
on it.
I mean,
I like
I've
it,
always
Mike.
been a Juju truther.
Yeah,
Yep,
me
you
too.
have. Yep.
Me too.
There
Me
you go.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the opposite side of that coin. Mike Williams, 27, free agent. Devontae Parker, 28.
Ooh, Devontae Parker's way down there. He's a tier 5 for me, man. He's nothing.
I said some of these might be a little easier just because as you get down there,
Williams has to be tier 3. He
Has to.
Tier 3,
Yeah.
huh? Wow. Okay.
Has
Yeah,
to.
no, I would say that's not
think tier
necessarily a
3.
bold take, but it is a pretty bold take. I mean, he's 27, free agent. Now, he might
can
come back
play.
to Herbert. He can play, but he kind of, was a little bit
I got you. I know.
ominous there for a little bit. And then all of a
Yep.
sudden, okay, he's back in. We're good. We're buying in on him. But yeah, I would have to say if
Dude.
Mike Williams played on the Seahawks or something, he would be pretty stellar,
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
February 8th, 2022, he's still on the Chargers. So
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
that's true. So, okay. Shane.
Yeah, we all had him tier 3, and it looks like we all had Devontae Parker tier 6, or is that too high for you guys?
no, I'm tier 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, 22 years old. Corey Davis, 26.
Both tier
God,
6.
woof.
Forgotten both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, but
No.
you got to
Okay.
take Donovan Peoples-Jones over Corey Davis. See,
100%.
here's the thing about the PFF grades on this, and I was like looking at this, I was like, holy crap. There are names that aren't even on your list that I think are the shoo-ins right here, but that's okay. We'll just go down the list. Donovan Peoples-Jones agreed over it, right? But you got to
Yep.
start Corey Davis from the bottom, right? So go ahead and put Corey Davis on the bottom. Do you want to put Donovan Peoples-Jones on the bottom? Just start working your way up from there? Like,
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
okay, well, let's go with that then.
Ugh.
Jarvis Landry, 29. Will Fuller, 27.
Ew.
Yeah.
Jarvis
man.
Landry's fine in tier 4 for me.
It was Jarvis, and who's the second guy?
Will Fuller,
Fuller.
27.
Fuller, right.
I got both of them in tier 5.
Put Fuller in tier 6 for me.
Okay. Both to tier 5. You don't give a shit who it is, Brandon, Jarvis,
No.
or Will.
Will, honestly, I trust Jarvis way more than Will, but Will can go nuclear.
Put
so.
Will behind
yeah.
him. Okay, Shane, go ahead. What do you got?
All right. Yeah, you know what? I got them both in tier 5 just because, well, I want to see how this shakes out.
Okay, and you got
I mean,
Mike's.
yeah.
See, this is a good exercise for your review. Okay, LaVisca Chenault, 23.
Waiting for Visca.
Okay.
Okay.
Van Jefferson, 25.
Okay, so I like LaVisca. I think he's going to have a bounce back here. I'm not so sure I'm going to be as bold as put him in tier 3, but I'm going to keep him in tier 4. He's got to be.
Ooh.
I was hoping for this somebody would jump at the tier 3 here.
No way.
He's on that borderline for me. I really think I believe in LaVisca. I'm going to give him one more year on that bandwagon. The Jaguars were beyond dysfunctional last year. Like
Beyond.
I'm going to give him a pass. I'm giving him a pass. You know what? Fuck it.
Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
Let's go. Let's make a stand.
That's what I was trying to say. You can't just say I'm back on the bandwagon because it was a bad year and then say, oh, he's tier 4. I mean, that's like where everybody's got him. We got to be ahead a little bit. Got to have the nut sackies right here. Got to hold them on.
Swell
Mike,
them up.
What you got?
it was LaVisca and who? Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson's
Jefferson.
tier 4. As of right now, LaVisca,
He's going to do it, yeah.
I'm going to put him in tier 5. Yeah.
I knew
Bro,
it.
diverging takes. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
5.
and so
Wow.
What do you have, Van, Brendan?
Tier 4.
I would like Van ahead of LaVisca in tier 4.
Okay.
Good. Hey, that's a good question here. Sterling Shepard, 28. Jacoby Myers, 25.
Jacoby Myers, put him in tier 3 for me, baby.
Woo!
We need a little more analysis on that.
Why?
And I would love to hear it because that's a good take. See, those are the spicy ones we need.
Put Myers' numbers side by side with Renfrow from last year.
I understand, but the touchdowns aren't there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well, that was not him. That was our buddy Mac Jones who threw for 3 passes in one game. I mean, come on.
Yeah. But what's going to change in the? Are we really? I mean, is he really going to turn into some?
Look at him at the Pro Bowl, man. He's having fun. He believes in himself.
When nobody's tackling, he's having a great time.
Hey, it doesn't.
Okay,
matter.
let's just talk about this for a second because I think this is a compelling argument. Okay, so in terms of targets, Hunter Renfrow 128, Jacoby Myers 126. Okay,
Right.
Yards per reception, Hunter Renfrow 10.08, Jacoby Myers 10.45. Jacoby Myers 24% target share, Hunter Renfrow 21%.
Mike knew about. Mike's been saying this for a while.
I know.
Mike's a tier 3 guy
Absolutely.
on Jacoby. This is a big deal. Okay,
This is
insane.
Okay, this is the difference. So Hunter had 1,038 receiving yards. Jacoby had 867.
Exactly.
A big
Hunter
difference.
103
That's okay.
receptions versus Jacoby's 83, and then the touchdowns. Hunter had 9 touchdowns versus 2. You know what? Here's the thing. He overperformed in the touchdown department. Hunter is going to regress probably to about 6 touchdowns, but I think that target share is going to be pretty consistent. So he's going to be. Where do we bake him in? As a wide receiver 3?
See, we can't go back on the Hunter discussion.
No, I'm happy with that, though.
This is the biggest discussion of our offseason is what the hell we're doing with Hunter Renfrow.
Thank
but
you.
Jacoby Myers, that's a strong take, and one we will have to do a lot more revisiting on because if you assume that Mac Jones is going to take the next step, right? I mean, he's got to. Somebody's got to emerge there, right? I mean, we could definitely see that out of Jacoby. He had a great year last year. Okay, so everybody all good?
So
hold on.
4, Brandon, you got Jacoby, right? Tier 4?
Tier 4 Jacoby.
And then what do you have Sterling Shepard? I have in tier 6. What do you think?
Yeah, he's tier 6.
Yeah, tier 6.
He can't stay healthy.
There you go.
Cortland Sutton, 26 years old.
Here he is. This is the name I was thinking about. Yeah.
Okay, ready? Cortland Sutton, 26 years old. And just to let you guys know, Shane is the only one with a tier 3 spot. So right now, he's already tier 4 for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Odell Beckham, 29.
Ooh.
Both in tier 4.
Both tier 4. Odell higher.
Odell higher.
Odell above Sutton.
Odell's looking good right now. His dynasty guys, his owners, the guys that went and got him.
Boys.
Come on, don't you dare.
Tier 3 for my boy Court. Let's go.
Don't you dare.
Let's go.
Jesus.
We're off the rails.
There it is.
Okay.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was waiting for it.
I mean, if you're looking at the rest of these names, there's not a ton of guys you could just cement in that tier 3 spot, but maybe there could be. We got some names coming up here. So, Nico Collins, 22. Tyler Boyd, 27.
Give me Nico Collins in tier 4. I have him at 50, but I'll put him in tier 4.
Okay.
And then I got Boyd literally like right behind him. So you can put him at 52 for me in tier 5.
There you go.
Okay, Mike.
I think I'm going to put Boyd in tier 4, put Collins in tier 5.
There you go.
Shane.
Yeah, I got Tyler Boyd in tier 5. Okay. But man, you know what? Yeah, I got to move Nico up to tier 5. I'm moving him up to tier 5.
Dude, Nico is I think he's going to surprise a lot of people.
No, he's one when we go back over this. Yep. Now I'll have to be only asking questions as tier movers. The next time we do this, my goal was I'm going to ask you guys individual questions that'll actually just swap their tiers just to kind of play with your rankings a little bit and see what happens. So Nico Collins definitely on the board. Michael Gallup, 25. DJ Chark, 25.
I forgot about Chark.
Chark above Gallup in tier 5.
Chark above Gallup. Both in tier 5?
Yep.
Okay, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Gallup just got hurt at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's not his fault. Yeah, like if he was healthy, he would be in top tier 4 for me. Easy.
I got Chark in tier 4.
But admittedly, Gallup has been healthy and hasn't produced in that offense.
Well, dude, I mean, he's got CeeDee Lamb freaking.
Yeah, but
Troop,
admittedly,
like,
again,
come on.
CeeDee Lamb hasn't even produced in that offense very,
Well, then that's on Dak. That's on Dak and Kellen Moore.
It's on the design. It's on the
Blame it-
offensive design more than it's on
Blame the
CD
coach.
and Dak. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all good there. This one to me feels like an easy one, but it may not be. Brian Edwards, 23.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones Jr., 31.
Tier 6.
I mean-
both.
He just throws him in tier 6.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you right now, man.
He just
God.
goes tier 6, both these guys.
Brian Edwards is ahead of Marvin Jones, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to tier 4.
Of
Brian
course,
Edwards.
for age,
Get the
but
fuck out of here.
come on.
He hasn't done it though, Matt. He's shown like glimpses of being okay. Like he just hasn't done it. I love Brian.
That's
Edwards.
a ringing endorsement. Glimpses of
He
being
scorned
okay.
me, man. He scorned me so bad. I actually like Edwards, man. Like I'm
did
just
too,
so over
I know.
him.
I don't know.
I'm
I feel like
over.
Jacoby Myers wasn't a name or two before last year, realistically. Like he wasn't
was
popping off the
glimpses.
charts.
He's
Yeah.
barely a name now.
Jacoby's
He was a
25.
walk-on. He was a walk-on, and he was out producing N'Keal Harry. Now I get it, N'Keal Harry sucks, but Jacoby Myers was good as a rookie. So
Does
Dude,
N'Keal Harry
Tom
suck?
Brady
I mean, we
called
just
him
don't.
out by name during camp of his rookie season. He called
Oh,
Jacoby
yeah, he
out
did?
by name as saying
Oh,
that he
man.
trusted him.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but athletic greatness does shine through. So I mean, it's
Absolutely.
It's not. Yeah,
If
it's not
Tom
like-
Brady had Brian Edwards, he would make him into something. It's just unfortunate that he's on the Raiders where they just refuse to use him.
well,
yeah,
I
I
just
mean, a
remember.
different schemes coming.
I just remember in the
Understood.
preseason games. In the preseason games, Brady was targeting Jacoby Myers left, right, and center because all of his other starters were on the bench, and like it was
Right.
him and N'Keal Harry. N'Keal Harry would get no friggin' targets in preseason.
Right.
Like
No
that's a
Right.
problem, man.
That's
No,
a big
definitely.
problem. Yeah.
Moving
Well,
on.
I just think Brian Edwards came from the same school as Debo. We were definitely we were high on both, Shane. We were high on Brian Edwards coming out. We got to
Deep dog
believe.
Debo, baby.
Yeah, I mean, he's got many years. I mean, he's got 3 years before he hits the peak 26-year-old season for your wide receivers. He's probably a post-hype sleeper now. You know, a
Yeah.
guy that you can go and grab for, again, not an
Nothing.
incredible amount. Well,
Yeah.
it feels like nothing, but these guys are too sharp that we playing with, okay? These
I
guys
know it is. It's become that much
Yeah,
become an issue with our
you
league.
can't get Brian Edwards unless you pay a 2 for him.
Absolutely. You're right.
And so what I'm saying is a 2. Who was a 2 last year? I mean, a couple years ago it was T. Higgins, right?
Right.
So T. Higgins
Ayuk.
was a 2.
Ayuk
Debo
was a
was a
2.
2. Ayuk was a 2.
You know what, guys? Like,
Yeah.
if you mock it out now, as much as we kind of shat on the 2022 class, there's going to be some decent
Dude,
players
Come
in the
on.
second round.
I think people are so
Like-
ridiculous about talking crap about this
Yeah,
class.
man,
The wide
like-
receivers are good.
like Chris Olave, David Bell, Jahan Dotson, John
Mhm.
Mechie, Jalen Tolbert, who had a great week to Senior Bowl.
Yep.
Christian Watson's moving up lists. Like
Boom.
George
That's
Pickens is
another
going to be right on that 1-2 turn. Like there's
Yep.
and then there's a few guys like Kyron Williams that we've talked about. So
Right.
I'm a little bit more bullish now. After round 2, it kind of is a cliff. Like it's a straight up
Yeah,
cliff.
yeah, for sure.
But if you can get a round 1 and round 2 picks, like there's some decent players in this class.
Yep.
All
Dude,
right,
just
moving
back
on.
to back to Ed, I gotta still give you my 2.
Go ahead.
Both those guys are in tier 6 for me. But looking at Edwards, look at what he did in college. He had a 48.4%
I know.
dominator rating,
He's a monster.
11.5
Dude.
YPR, 29% target share, and he broke out before his age 18 season.
That's what I'm saying. It's wild that he hasn't
With Debo.
produced.
With Debo.
Yeah, no, but the
Yeah.
reason why he hasn't produced is because you're kind of putting him in this number 1 wide receiver role, which is not necessarily his strong suit per se. He's not Devontae
That's-
Adams.
Well, his physique says he's a wide receiver 1, and so
Yeah.
like that's
6'3",
the problem.
212.
Unfortunately, Hunter Renfrow, right as of right now, is their wide receiver 1. But I think I think they're honestly gonna draft somebody anyways. So
Do you
No,
see
I'm
Edwards in
not
like
saying that
in
he's
like a
the number
Goliday
1
type
wide
role?
receiver. Sorry, hold on. I'm not saying he was the number one receiver. I'm saying he played the Dez Bryant position. He played the number one guy on the field running those routes. So he's not necessarily that guy. Coming out of college, we were all hyped on the fact that you wanted to give Brian Edwards the ball on some whatever, I forgot what they're called, those speed routes, just like a Debo. If you use Brian Edwards like Debo, you'll see his production rise. But he's definitely not his prototypical X receiver on the outside. Mike D, what do you got?
I could see him because I think he has a pretty good contested catch rate. So you could put him in a Goliday type role where he's a strong outside second option with a solid number one. I'm a Philadelphia fan, but not that this is the perfect setting, but somewhere like Philadelphia where you have Devontae Smith, who is a true number one. You have a move tight end in Dallas Goedert. You had somebody like that on the outside, what they thought Arcega-Whiteside was going to be, and he clearly isn't. Like, I think
it's the same thing. They have Waller and Renfro. It's like almost the same exact setup.
It's kind of and it should work out, but for some reason there's been a disconnect.
It's called Derek Carr, and
Derek Carr doesn't trust him.
He doesn't trust the deep throws anymore. I'm telling you, his confidence.
That's exactly it. No, Derek Carr. The thing about Derek Carr and why Derek Carr has not been able to succeed is because Derek Carr has been living his life on the hot seat for the last 3 years.
Yep.
And he basically is just fighting to be a mediocre quarterback in the league, and that's actually letting him his attributes fall. Because if you guys don't remember, he was the quarterback for Devontae Adams in college.
Yep.
So all that Devontae Adams gave him, Derek Carr was giving him in college all day long. Just hasn't been able to make that translation to the field. But his brother sure thinks he's an all-star. So,
bro, if you actually listen to some of these coaches talk about Derek Carr, he's beloved by coaches.
Bro, Derek Carr doesn't get the Raiders in the playoffs at all this year if he can't play the position. He's definitely better than Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? He's definitely better than half of these middling QBs out there. He's probably one of the best fantasy football picks. I mean, realistically, because he's just a good QB. He gets you 2 touchdowns a game. He might throw a pick, but whatever. All right, Kenny Goliday, we just mentioned him. He was next on the list. Kenny Goliday, 28 years old. Julio Jones, 32.
Ugh.
Throw him in 7. Throw him in the
He's
7.
still in the league.
Julio.
Julio is like bottom tier 6. And then
Julio tier 6. Okay.
And
Galladay's around like 59, 60.
We don't have a tier 7. It's called the forgotten tier. So
it's called retire.
Okay,
I got them both in tier 6.
Okay, both in tier 6 for Shane. So if you
Galladay's in tier 5 for me.
What?
Okay, Galladay's in tier 5 for you. Okay, because he said he had him at 59 or 60. So technically that would be tier 5 anyway. So you got to throw him in there. But so you have Julio at tier 5.
I do not.
Julio's forgotten for me. Put Goliday in tier 6.
Yeah.
Okay, Julio in the forgotten tier. Goliday. Brandon, real quick. Julio in tier 5 or 6 or forgotten.
Shane, switch that. Julio's
all the way to the bottom.
In 6.
Okay. Curtis Samuel, 25 years old. Christian Kirk, 25 years old.
Both tier 5.
Who first?
Kirk
first. Okay.
And I got Kirk above Kenny Goliday for sure.
It doesn't matter right now.
I know.
Okay, relax. Okay.
I just don't like visually looking at it like that.
Yeah, no, you have to. That's why you got to say that this is the whole point. This is a random, test to give you something to go as your what do you call it? Your median.
I'm going to go Kirk tier 4.
I'm putting Kirk.
I think he broke out last year. He's either going to get paid by the Cards or he's going to go somewhere else. And then Curtis Samuel, I got him in tier 6.
Hey, Shane, you got Jarvis Landry twice in my tier 5. Put Kirk at the top of tier 5 for me.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, I can do that. I can do that for you.
I didn't even know that. So good job.
Yeah. What about Curtis Samuel? You happy with Curtis Samuel?
Yay, me! I can read.
All right. What about you, Mike?
Okay, Mike.
What? I think I'm putting
right here.
Give me Curtis Samuel and give me him in tier 4.
Curtis Samuel in tier 4.
And put Kirk in.
The guy that can't stay healthy. Okay.
For tier 5. All right, let's go.
All right, Marquez Callaway, 23. Jamison Crowder, 28.
Oh,
what's the age of Crowder?
28.
Crowder, 28.
Yeah, Braxton Berrios is going to screw him over. I think Crowder's tier 6 for me.
Yeah, I got Crowder in tier 5. I don't even know if is he a UFA right now? I can't even remember.
I don't know.
Yes, he's a free agent.
Okay,
yeah,
so
then he's
gone
gone
somewhere. Yeah, so he can go somewhere and be decent, right? He's a
Callaway,
slot
23
receiver.
on the Saints.
Yeah, I got him tier 6 for me. He did nothing this year.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm good with both those. Callaway tier 6.
Crowder tier 4.
Crowder tier 5. Crowder tier 5.
Crowder tier 5. There's
Don't you put that evil on me.
Mike and Shane both have only one tier 4. Okay.
Yeah.
They're waiting for something. Cole Beasley, 32.
Ooh, the bees.
Robbie Anderson.
She's waiting for Cole.
Robbie Anderson, 28.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna shoot my shot here for this because this season matters. I'm gonna go my last tier 4 player with the bees, just out of respect.
Wow.
For all he's done for me in fantasy over these years. Respect.
Okay, well you're
and then Robbie Anderson's tier 6.
You're messing the entire system. Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, Brandon.
Guys,
I got Robbie in bottom of tier 5, and then I got both can be in tier 5.
Both
I'll
tier
take
5.
I'll take them both in tier 5.
Both tier 5. Kendrick Bourne, 26, Patriots. Russell Gage, 25, free agent.
I like Russell Gage, man.
Yeah. Put Russ Gage in tier 4 for me.
Oh,
woo, baby! I like that, Mike.
I like it.
there it is. There it is. And then Bourne in what?
Bourne's tier 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Bourne tier 6.
I got Russell Gage as my last tier 5.
Okay.
Gage is 5. All right.
Okay.
So
Nelson Aguilar.
Brandon just has slop left, by the way.
Nelson Aguilar, 28. Alan Lazard, 26.
Oh.
This is some tough ones. They're both 6 for me, man.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to shock you a little bit because there are 7 names that I picked out that were not on this PFF Writers rankings that I thought was an atrocity. Okay. So Shane's going to create the honorable mention, which I'll try to work into the questions to bump some guys out next time. And Nelson Aguilar, 28, Patriots. Alan Lazard, 26, Packers.
They're both forgotten for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Mike D.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim Patrick, 28. Zach Pascal, 27.
Ooh.
Pascal's forgotten. Tim Patrick, tier 6.
Mike.
Poor Pascal. So much promise. Yeah, forget Pascal. Put Patrick in tier 5.
There you go, Mike. We've been talking about it all last year.
He got paid.
Yeah, I got him in tier 5.
He got paid.
He got paid. He's locked
Pascal
in.
for me is forgotten because I have no room left.
Okay, you have to now. Yeah. So both of them go to forgotten.
Yeah, Pascal's forgotten. Pascal's forgotten
right,
for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Right
then
now, we only have 3 left. 3
no,
spots
Shane,
left.
you have Tim Patrick that needs to go into your forgotten.
Oh, right. My bad.
Yeah, you're done.
No, he put Tim Patrick.
I put him in tier 5.
Oh, you
Tier
did?
5. Yeah.
Oh, tier 5. Oh, wow. I might be a little off on how many numbers I got here.
How does Brandon have 3 spots left?
Yeah,
I don't
screwed
know.
something up.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
bad.
there's something screwed up, but that's okay. Emmanuel Sanders was on my last on the list. So
That's it?
yep, that's it. So basically, Emmanuel Sanders just goes to the bottom of the list for Shane and also
pretty much.
Brandon.
Yeah.
You can move up Julio Jones and Alan Lazard to his tier 6. Pop in Emmanuel Sanders there. And then
You can put, hey, how about that? For me, you can throw Alan Lazard in 71. Sanders is useless to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think, so everybody has like 1 slot left, basically.
Okay,
And
so
Brandon has 2. My bad.
this is to end the
1.
show. This is our honorable mention list. Okay.
Okay.
Guys that came on the scene that were unranked by this specific PFF writer, which was an atrocity. Okay.
A detrosity?
A
An
detrosity.
atrocity. Okay.
A detrosity.
KJ Osborne, Vikings, 24 years
Ooh.
old.
I like
Okay,
that
so
one. That's
honorable mention. Okay. Cedric Wilson, 26 years old.
nice. That's the name I was waiting for. Throw him in my tier 6.
Okay, you can't just take these guys. Okay.
That's my guy. I was waiting for him. I have one slot left. That's my guy. Throw him in there.
Okay, we'll wait.
That's a joke.
Robert Woods, 29.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot
we
about
screwed
that.
up.
No, unranked by this PFF writer.
Wow.
Like by
I got a tier 5
January
left.
19th.
Yeah. He's
Go ahead.
tier
I mean,
4
if you
somewhere.
hold on, if you have a spot left and you feel that important about it, go ahead, throw the guy in there. Okay, jeez. Robert Woods, throw him in there. And then we don't have anything else but forgottens for anybody else. So please put this honorable mention on there. Okay, KJ Osborne, 24, Cedric Wilson, 26, Robert Woods, 29, Quez Watkins, 23.
I like that. I like that. I
Wes,
like that.
yeah.
Okay, Braxton Berrios, 26.
There he is. Yeah, I like him.
Ugh, why did the Patriots ever not sign him?
I know that he would have been a perfect Patriot. Like, that's crazy.
Mecole Hardman, 23.
Woof.
Not even
Woof.
on the top
I know.
77. How?
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, it is. It's quite disrespectful.
He's getting
Mainly
outplayed by
because-
Byron Pringle. Byron Pringle.
Yeah,
Byron
Byron Pringle
Say
way
that.
better.
Yeah. But he was still 69th ranked in fantasy points per game. So
Yeah, I don't think he's getting outplayed.
Yeah, good luck trying to figure out when he does anything. Yeah,
That's the
like,
whole point. Yeah, that's the
yeah.
whole point.
Good luck.
And then Westbrook Akina. I mean, he's 24 as the profile of a Chase Claypool, a guy that has kind of came on this year. But Shane, that was it. We kept it at an hour, something just to review. Now, if you could send me back these rankings in an email, that way I can print it off tomorrow and then make a new one, and we can come back in a couple weeks and then kind of play Russian roulette with it. Or maybe that's not the right.
We should give it a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 or 4. But the whole idea is to do this over the next 3 or 4 months. That way, by the time July happens, we're dusted out on this. Like, we'll have a guaranteed rankings, and maybe next time you guys can bring stats. That way it's not just a blind taste test. And then kind of, So, Shane, go ahead. Take us out.
All right. Well, that was fun, boys, on a Tuesday evening, ranking it out. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I love talking about fantasy football. So I'm just going to give everybody their handles real quick. So Mike Dickinson, you want to go talk shit with him on Twitter at Mike_Dickinson. Brandon Adam, Brandon wants to give you a big hug on Twitter at Brandon D Adam 19. Of course, you can follow myself and Matt's. We're at the same handle, which is cockamamie. I know.
You never know who's posting.
I like to think that I'm the smart one, and you're like the.
I know exactly who's posting.
Yeah, anything trash comes over the
anything
airwaves.
wild and out of control. It's
I
definitely
wouldn't
you.
have it any other way, boys.
And anything wrestling, that's me too, obviously.
100%.
Absolutely. So for Flex Matt, for Mike, for Brandon, I'm Shane, and we are the Flex Network.
This is the Flex Network. This is the Flex Network. Flex on them. Flex on everybody.